The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
Good evening, baseball fans. Thanks for tuning in. On behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Sport Group Network and its affiliates, it's time for Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. My name is Eric Peterson, and I'll be bringing you all the action tonight and tomorrow night as I sit in for the voice of the Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin. It's a beautiful evening for baseball as we work toward first pitch at approximately 7:25 or 7:30. Remember, you can listen in on KTWA 92.7 or watch via streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We're coming to you from the Kissling Press Box above Perkins Field at the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua. Tonight's action pits the home team Van Buren County Warriors against the visiting Pekin Panthers. And you're listening to the Warrior Baseball pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook, Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. We'd also like to thank our sponsors of Van Buren County Baseball and let you know the broadcast is made possible by these local sponsors. Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building materials supplier in Dowds. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Iris Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and surrounding areas. Also brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Crane Concrete and Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs and a proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte, proud supporter of the Warriors. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. And finally, Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street in Keosauqua. Stop in and use their showroom. We'll take a quick 3-minute break to hear from our great sponsors and come back to break down the teams to go through season stats and leaders. You're following Warrior Baseball pregame show on KTWA 92.7 and streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back after these messages.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back as the Warrior Baseball pregame show continues. The Van Buren County Warriors are in the process of working through their infield drills. It's time to break down the team, starting with the visiting Pekin Panthers, who come to town with a 1-2 record. The Panthers are coached by James Lyman. Their next action is tomorrow against Wapello at Pekin at 5:30. Overall record, as I mentioned, is 1-2. They're 1-0 at home, 0-2 on the road. They play in 1A in the Super Conference North Division. Conference record is 1-1, and in their last 5, they're 1-2. Their win comes against Winfield Mount Union in a 7-4 score, and losses to Lone Tree and New London. Last time out, they lost 2-1 to New London. Looking at their season leaders, Nolan Glick leads the team in batting average, hitting .667. He's a junior. Elijah Brock is hitting .500, a sophomore, and Henry Adam at .400, also a sophomore. Hits leaders, Brock has 5, Glick and Adam with 4 apiece. The RBI leaders for the Panthers, Elijah Brock has 4 RBIs, and 3 other Panthers are tied with 1. Henry Adam and Nolan Glick have 5 steals apiece, so they're apt to run if they get a chance. ERA leaders are Henry Adams with a .70 ERA in 10 innings pitched, and Nolan Glick with a 2.8 ERA with 5 innings pitched. Henry Adams has 24 strikeouts in 10 innings, which is something we'll obviously keep an eye out for today. The Panthers are averaging 2.6 runs per game. They're allowing 2.6 runs per game. Interestingly, their team batting average is .267. So if you're into numerology, that 2, 6, and 7 is screaming at us for some reason. On-base percentage is a robust .344. They're slugging at .291, and the team fielding percentage is .929. Team ERA is 1.84. So as you look at those numbers, in 3 games, they've lost a couple of tight ones, 2-0 and 2-1. So they've pitched pretty well and got a couple guys who can rake and at the top of the lineup. For the Van Buren County Warriors, head coach is Shane Begley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. The next game is tomorrow, right back here at the Ferguson Sports Complex against Burlington Notre Dame, about the same time, 7:30-ish. The overall record, Van Buren is 3-5, 2-1 at home, 0-2 on the road, 1-2 at neutral site, and Class 1A in the Super Conference South. Conference record is 2-1, and over the last 5, the Warriors are 3-2. To talk a little bit about the season leaders, Isaac Leffler leads the team with a .333 batting average. Will Quarrell chips in at .316, and Kinnick Millard hitting .292. Isaac leads the way with 7 hits, actually tied with Kinnick Millard. Both have 7 hits on the year, and Will Quarrell right behind them with 6. RBI leaders for the Warriors, Isaac Leffler with 5, Will Quarrell with 4, and Kinnick Millard and Aiden McEntee with 3 apiece. Steals leader on the year is Isaac Leffler. He's got 9 stolen bases early in the season. If we look at ERA leaders, Aiden McEntee has got a .98 under 1 with 14.1 innings pitched. Isaac Leffler a 1.0 with 7 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders are Will Quarrell with 13, and Meek. Wins are split against 3. 1 win apiece for Meek, Will Quarrell, and Aiden McEntee. The Warriors are averaging 3.38 runs per game, giving up 5.5 runs per game. The team batting average is 206. Team on base percentage is 290. Team slugging at 231, and the team fielding percentage at 908. Team ERA is 4.29. We're going to send it away for a quick 3-minute break to hear from our sponsors, and we'll come back, review the standings, set the starting lineups and pitchers, and get to game action here shortly. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 and streaming on Autumnal Radio YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving the adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hello, baseball fans. We're back. The Pekin Panthers are now into their warm-up infield session. So we'll review the conference standings. I did get an update that Pekin did play last night, so they're 2-2 on the year. They beat Louisa Muscatine 17-1. So I appreciate getting that updated information. If we look at the Southern Division standings in the Southern Eastern Iowa Super Conference South, Mediapolis leads with a 2-0 record, followed by Burlington Notre Dame at 3-1. Van Buren County is 2-1, Central Lee 1-1, West Burlington 1-2, Danville at 0-3, and New London at 0-1 with conference records in the South. In the North, Hillcrest Academy leads with a 2-0 record. Lone Tree follows at 1-1. Pekin is 1-1. Wapello 1-1. Winfield Mount Union 1-2. Highland is yet to play a conference game. Louisa Muscatine is 0-2, and Columbus is yet to play a conference game. It's time to look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll run through the Pekin Panthers first. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 18, Nolan Glick, a junior. In right field, Will Adam, a senior. In left field, Will Adam, a senior, number 9. Number 1, Carson Comstock will play second base and bat third. He's a junior. Henry Adam is in center field and wears number 3 as a sophomore. Brant Latcham is in right field and wears number 22 and bats fifth, is a senior. Number 6 in the lineup, Hudson Deutsch, number 8, and will play third base. He'll be DH for by Cal Miller, number 20. The catcher is Riley Smith, also wears number 2, a junior. At first base, Sam Sharp, a sophomore, wearing number 38. And on the mound, Elijah Brock, a sophomore, wearing number 27. Again, that's Glick, Adam, Comstock, Henry, Latcham, Deutsch, Smith, Sharp, and Brock, with Miller DHing for Deutsch for the Pekin Panthers. Now to the lineup for the Van Buren County Warriors. Leading off, number 1, Aiden McEntee. He'll play right field tonight and is a senior. In the second spot, a sophomore, Kinnick Millard, will play shortstop. He's number 2. Number 3, Isaac Leffler, also a senior, will play third base. Playing first base, Isaiah Meek, number 14, another senior for the Warriors. In left field, Will Quarrell, a 10th grader who wear number 9. On the mound tonight will be Aiden Cooper, who wears number 8 and will be DH for by Dan Caston, a freshman who wears number 6. In center field, Eli McKinney, a junior who wears number 11. Catching tonight is Caden Simmons, a junior who wears number 17, and at second base, number 4, number 7, Leo Urach, second base and a 9th grader. Again, that's McEntee, Millard, Leffler, Meek, Quarrel, Caston, who will DH for Aiden Cooper, the pitcher, Eli McKinney, Simmons, and Urach. That's the starting lineup for your Van Buren County Warriors. We're about to get started, so we'll send it away for a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back, set the starting pitchers, and get to Van Buren County Warrior baseball action. You're listening to Van Buren County Warrior Baseball, streaming on the Autumnal Radio YouTube channel, as well as KTWA 92.7. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, baseball fans. Well, we'll start with reviewing the starting pitchers for tonight. On the bump first, Aiden Cooper, a junior for the Warriors. Aiden is 0-1. He's pitched 4.1 innings, 73 pitches. He's got a .250 batting average against, 5 hits, given up 5 runs, all earned, 4 base on balls, 3 hit by pitch, and 1 strikeout with an ERA of 8.08. For the Panthers, Elijah Brock, a sophomore, has pitched 1 game and has pitched 2/3 of an inning with 21 pitches. Opponent's batting average is .200. He's given up 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and relatively limited action tonight. So we'll see Elijah Brock on the mound. We're going through the on-field introductions from the PA announcer, Dave Kirchberg. And we'll get started shortly. I'd like to remind you of today's in-game sponsors. Again, the pregame was brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. The postgame will be brought by Van Buren County Community School District. The starting lineups were brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Our first pitch when we get there will be Cranston Family Funeral Home. Each strikeout is sponsored by Dowd's Quick Stop. Home runs, the Van Buren County Hospital. When we have a pitching change, that'll be at the courtesy of Pilot Grove Savings Bank. At each inning, Smithburg Automotive. Player of the game is sponsored by Wells Hometown Drug. And the coach's interview is with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. We're about to get started. We'll send it away for one more minute. Again, you're listening to Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 and streaming on Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back in a minute.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back, everyone. We're about to listen to the national anthem, so I'll take off my headset and honor America. Another rendition of the national anthem puts us about ready to start. It's a beautiful night here at the ballpark, quite picturesque. 74 degrees, the wind's out of the east-northeast at 2 miles an hour, so it's a beautiful night. The Warriors are in their white uniforms with orange numbers and letters, black sleeves, and black stripes down the side. The Pekin Panthers are in black uniforms with black lettering and numbers, white pants, and we're ready to go. Aiden Cooper is taking his last warm-up pitches. The infield's set, outfield is warming up, and we're about to get started. I think as you look at this matchup, both teams coming off wins last night, a tight one for the Warriors. Up in Dyersville at the Field of Dreams, quite an experience and a good way to get a win. As we look at their 3-5 record, they're 3-2 in their last 5, and starting to hit the ball a little bit, as we talked about in the pregame show, hitting .206 on the season so far. So bats are starting to heat up as we look at some of the hitters. Aiden McEntee up to .227 from .125 a couple days ago. Isaac Leffler stays hot, still hitting .333. Will Quarrel jumped up a little over 100 points, sitting at .316 now after a .214 start. So things are starting to come together. And as we talked about, Pekin's got a number of guys at 400 or above, so should be an interesting contest. The throw down to second base. We're all set. Leadoff hitter Nolan Glick digs in. Aiden Cooper toes the rubber, looks in, has a sign. In the windup, here's the pitch. Low and a little bit outside, 1-0. Here's the second offering, right down the middle, a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Kinnick Millard shaded a little up the middle. Here's the 1-1 offering. Shot down the left field line, foul. Another strike, Cooper up 1-2 on leadoff hitter Nolan Glick. You can see why Glick hit 667. He got his hands out on that one. Cooper's ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch popped up, short right field. Aiden McEntee settles under it, makes the catch for the first out. F9 for those of you keeping it score.
Number 9, Will Adam.
Second batter in the lineup is a senior, number 9, Will Adam. He plays left field. Adams hitting .250 this year. Swing, ball driven to left field, line drive that's going to get down. Will Coral plays it. Adam rounds first and is in with a single.
Number 1, second baseman, Carson Comstock.
Carson Comstock comes to the plate, the second baseman wearing number 1, runner on first. Cooper out of the stretch, goes back to first. Adam is in under the tag. Will reset. Cooper toes in. Comstock's a little late getting into the box. He steps off. Now he's ready. Comstock squares to bunt. Runner goes. Here's the throw. Just a little up the line. Runner's safe. Adam with a stolen base advances to second. So the Panthers threaten early. 1 out. Runner at second. Here comes Cooper. It's a ball high. Cooper checks the runner at second. Inside, fouled back off to the right. One and two count to the third hitter, Comstock. Cooper's set. Here's the pitch. Oh, hit him up high and in tight off the elbow. Hit by pitch. Sends a runner to first. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
The center fielder, number 3, Henry Adam.
Coming to bat is the center fielder, Henry Adam. Number 3, runners on first and second, 1 out. Adam hits .467 this year, so need to be careful. Aiden Cooper's got himself into a little bit of a jam here in the first inning. Maybe we can get a ground ball and roll a double play here to get out. Cooper steps in, or Adam steps in. Cooper gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards third. It gets through. Quarles charging. Adam rounds third, but decides to stay. Base hit through the left side of the infield, right between the shortstop and third baseman. That'll load the bases for Brant Latcham, the number 5 hitter.
Number 22, Brant Latcham.
Latcham's hitting .182, but a chance to do some damage here. Cooper sets. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Gets up 0-1 in the count. .0-1 count. Bases loaded. Cooper sets. looks, here's the pitch. Fouled off again. Might have gotten some help on that one. That was high and tight. 0-2 in the count. Strikeout would be huge here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Cooper's ready. Good 0-2 pitch, just a bit high. Brings the count to 1-2. Warrior outfield plays straight away. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Millard. Tough hop. He's unable to handle it. That one took a bad hop right at the end. Kinnick charged, was just off the infield grass, hopped up into his midsection and bobbled it just a little bit. As a result, had nowhere to go. So we've got 1 run across on the E6. Bases are still loaded with 1 out. The DH Cal Miller offering from Cooper, strike 1, swinging. Bases loaded. We've got Comstock at third. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside, 1-1. Here's the offering. Outside and low, 2-0. 1-0 Panthers. Bases still loaded. Cooper checks in. Gets his sign. He's set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Brings the count to 2-2. Cooper's ready. Popped up, fouled out of play. That was a good pitch. High and tight. Cal Miller got hands around and got enough of it to foul it off. We'll set again. 2-2's the count. Bases loaded, 1 out. Cooper to the plate. Ball high. That'll bring us to a full count. Bases loaded with 1 out. 3-2 count to Cal Miller. Cooper trying to work out of a jam. Strike 3 called. Strike 3 called. The catcher dropped the strike, but there's no play because first base was occupied, but a little chaos ensued. A good throw down to third made a close play, but Comstock diving back in gets back. So the strikeout.
The catcher, Riley Smith.
Is a big one. Brings 2 outs. Bases still loaded. At bat, the catcher, Riley Smith, number 2. Here's the pitch. Fouled up out of play. Aiden Cooper doing a good job of throwing strikes and staying in this. Be nice to get out with just 1 run given up. Smith digs in. He's ready. Cooper looks in. Here's the pitch. Oh, just a little bit low. That one was right around the plate. 1-1's a count. 2 outs, bases loaded. We're still in the top half of the first. Inside pitch, hit another batter. That's going to score another run. Second hit batter of the inning. Comstock scores to make it 2-0. Henry had him to third, Latcham to second, and Riley Smith at first. Coach is coming up to talk to Aiden Cooper, maybe try to settle him down a little bit. We've got a 2-0 score. Bases are still loaded. At bat is the first baseman.
First baseman, number 38, Sam Sharp.
Sam Sharp. He wears number 38, hits from the left side. Coach is done with the conference and walks off. Sharp is in the box and ready. Cooper gets the sign. He's set. Ball upstairs, 1-0. Cooper's set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A good fastball low and away. Nice pitch by Cooper. That's a tough one to hit. Counts 1-1. Ball high and inside. Again, 2-0 the Panthers here in the top of the first. Oh, good pitch, but just inside. Count moves to 3-1. Bases loaded. Cooper's ready. Swinging and a deep fly ball to right field. Going back is Aiden McEntee. He's under it. He makes the catch for the third out of the inning. That'll go out as an F9 for the third out. In the inning, Pekin gets 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. After 1.5 inning, it's Pekin 2, Van Buren Warriors coming to bat.
Their totals in the top of the first, they had 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error.
We'll send it out to a 1-minute break, and we'll be back.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Tough top of the first. The Panthers get two runs, leave the bases loaded. On a nice play by Aiden McEntee out in right field, went back and tracked down a fly ball. Elijah Brock is warming up for the Panthers for his first inning, a right-hander with an ERA of, if I can find my stat sheet here, an ERA of 4.5. Again, he's seen limited action. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning so far. So we'll see what he does in the starting room. Throw down to second, and we're ready to start the bottom of the first. Stepping into the box is number 1, the right fielder, Aiden McEntee. Aiden's hitting .227 on the year. He's in the box ready to go. Brock looks in. A ball outside. Aiden's up 1-0. Aiden scored 8 runs so far this year. Here's the pitch. Down the middle fastball for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Pekin infield straight away. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to the second baseman. Fields cleanly, sets, throws. Gets McEntee by a stab. That'll go 4-3 in the book, and we've got 1 out. Coming to the plate is sophomore Kinnick Millard, the shortstop, number 2. Here's the pitch. Soft ground ball to short. Millard getting down the line. Shortstop gloves and strong throw. Got him. 6-3 for the second out. That'll bring up Isaac Leffler. Playing third base, number 3.
Number 3, Isaac Leffler.
Leffler's hitting .333. As I mentioned in pregame, he's stolen 9 bases. If Isaac gets on, it's like a double. So let's try to get something going with 2 outs. First offering to Isaac is low and outside, ball 1. Brock is set. Isaac hits a soft liner towards second. Second baseman gloves it, throws to first for the 3rd out. 3 ground balls, and the Warriors go down 1-2-3 in the first. We're going to send it away for a 1-minute break. We'll be back. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on 92.7 KTWA and streaming on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back for the top half of the second. Aiden Cooper's finishing his warm-up pitches for the inning, about to throw it down. Leading off for the Panthers in the top half of the second will be Elijah Brock, the pitcher. Worked a really efficient first inning, 6 pitches to get out of the inning, 3 ground balls, and work through. In that first inning, Aiden Cooper threw 28 pitches. Brock's ready. Cooper's ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and popped up. Right field again. Aiden McEntee comes in, closes, settles, makes the catch for the first out. Brock down on a fly out to the right fielder on 1 pitch. We're back to the top of the lineup. Nolan Glick, the shortstop. He flew out to the right fielder in the first. Nolan Glick is hitting .600 on the year. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch fouled out of play down the left field line. Counts even at 1-1. Glick is in and ready. Cooper rocks. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. Isaac Leffler fields it smoothly. Throws a little bit up the line. Isaiah Meek makes the catch but is drawn off the bag. Tries to make the tag but can't get it on him. So we've got a base runner on E5 on the throw. Will Adam, the left fielder. He singled in the first, stole the base, and scored a run. Glick's on first. Here's the pitch. Fouled up. High fastball. 0-1. Nolan Glick has 5 stolen bases on the year, so is certainly a threat to run. He's got a decent lead. Cooper checks, throws back. Glick's back in time. Probably a good idea from Aiden to try to keep him close. Cooper toes the runner, checks Glick again. He's set. Here's the pitch. Offers to bunt. Strike 2. 0-2 to Will Adam. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch. Outside. Glick runs. Good throw, but gets in just in front of it. Stolen base for Glick, his 6th of the year. Panthers have a runner in scoring position again. Pitch was a ball, so we're at 1-2. Cooper looks in. Strike on the outside corner. That's a K. That's a big K from Cooper. 2 outs in the inning.
Second baseman, Carson Comstock.
That brings to the plate Carson Comstock, the second baseman, number 1. He was hit by pitch in the first inning, also scored. Inside pitch, fouled off. Off Caden Simmons' mask. Runner on second, 2 outs. 0-1 the count. Comstock's ready. Cooper toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Carson up in the 0-2 in the count. 2 outs, top of the second inning. Runner on second. He's going. Fouled away. Glick got a good jump there. Count remains 0-2. Comstock's a 200 hitter. Here's the 0-2. Just a bit outside. That's a good pitch by Aiden Cooper. 0-2, you want to try to get something that they'll maybe fish at. Just a little bit off the plate, a good fastball. Here's the 1-2. Same spot, count moves to 2-2. 2-0, the Panthers here in the top of the second. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Foul tip. Simmons held on for the strikeout. That'll end the inning. So Cooper works out with 2 strikeouts in the inning. That means no runs on no hits on no errors. It's 2-0 after 1.5. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 and Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We'll send it out for a 1-minute break.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hey, Warrior fans, we're back. Bottom of the second inning coming at us. Stepping into the box is the first baseman, Isaiah Meek, number 14. Isaiah Meek's hitting .250 on the year. Average has climbed from 182 a couple days ago. First pitch is a ball outside. Isaiah hits from the left-hand side of the plate. 1-0 in the count. Brock's ready. 2-0, ball outside, another fastball. Missed by quite a bit. Meek's in, Brock's ready. 2-0, bottom of the second inning, 2-0 Panthers. Here's the pitch. Chopper towards third. Third baseman charges, gloves, throws. Meek beat it, got down the line. Good hustle by Isaiah Meek. We've got an infield single, and the Warriors have a base runner here in the bottom of the second.
The left fielder, number 9, Will Coral.
Will Quarrel digs into the box. He's also a left-hander. Will's raised his average to .316 in the last couple days. Meek is stealing, throw down to second. Meek gets in under the slide, so the Warriors are threatened here in the bottom of the second. First pitch was a strike to Will. Brock looks in, checks the runner. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 0-2 count to Quarrel. Last time at home, Quarrel had quite a night, 2 for 2 from the plate, 4 RBIs with a sac fly, and threw a 5-inning no-no. Brock goes with a big bender, just high and outside. Count moves to 1-2 for Will Quarrel. Isaiah Meek at second. Shortstop Nolan Glick is paying attention to him. Bluffs behind him. Brock checks. Checks again. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Quarrel works the count to 2-2. Elijah Brock's got some pop. That fastball was moving pretty well. We don't have a speed gun up here, but he's got some velocity. Here's the 2-2 offering. Inside strike. Quarrel swings through it for the strikeout. That's the first out of the inning. Brock's first K of the game.
Designated hitter, number 6, Dan Caston.
Dan Caston comes to the plate, the designated hitter. Where's number 6, a freshman? Isaiah Meek at second. Here's the offering. In the dirt. Gets past the catcher to the backstop. Meek to third. On the wild pitch. Runner on third, 1 out. Dan Caston's the hitter. He's up 1-0 in the count. He's ready. Inside and high, ball 2. Let's get that first one across. Little base hit. It's up 2-0 in the count, hitters count. Caston's ready. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Isaiah Meek creeps down the baseline at third. He's got his lead. Brock's ready. Here's the pitch. Pass ball. Here comes Isaiah Meek towards the plate. No play. Isaiah Meek runs through the plate. And the Warriors have their first run on a wild pitch. 2-1. We've got a 3-1 count. Dan Caston up in the count. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. That run makes it 2-1. Cut the deficit in half. Caston up 3-1. Brock's ready. Ball 4, high and inside. Another base runner on the base on balls. Coming to the plate is Eli McKinney, the center fielder. Another left-hander. The Warriors throw a number of lefties up at you. Brock's ready. Caston at first. Ball's in the dirt. To the backstop. Caston to second. Rounds and takes a look. Another wild pitch. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's the 1-0. Ball high and outside. 2-0 to Eli McKinney. Eli's hitting 50. Ball inside. Nice play by the catcher. Scoops it up to keep the runner at second. Got a 3-0 count. McKinney has 1 hit and 20 at-bats, but a chance to drive in a run here. 3-0. Ball 4 way outside. Walks him. McKinney's on. Runners on first and second. 1 out. With catcher Caden Simmons coming to the plate. We've got a timeout for a conference in the pitcher's mound. We'll set it out for a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, the conference is over. We're back. Runners on first and second, 2-1 score, 1 out in the bottom of the second. That's a ball inside to Caden Simmons, the catcher. Caden's got a single at bat during the year, so let's see if he can rip one and move some runners around here. Here's the 1-0. Ball upstairs. That's 6 straight balls for Brock. Here's the pitch. Make that 7. 3-0 count for Caden Simmons. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Bottom half of the second. Brock's ready. Strike right down the middle. Looks like Simmons was taken on that one, which is smart. That was seventh ball in a row. 3-1 count to Caden Simmons, the catcher. Here's the offering. Inside, ball 4. That'll load the bases. Brock's struggling to find the plate here in the second inning.
Number 7, second baseman, Leo Burak.
Always a tough place for a young pitcher to be in. As we talked about, he's a 10th grader and is struggling to find the plate here. Bases are loaded. Dan Caston's at third, Eli McKinney at second, Simmons at first. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate to Leo Burak, the second baseman. Strike 2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Burak down 0-2 in the count. Leo's set. Here's the pitch. Inside, almost hit him. Count moves to 1-2. Leo's hitting .250 on the year. Here's the 1-2 offering. Ball high. Count moves to 2-2. You know, as a pitcher, you really want to throw a decision here. Don't want to face that 3-2 count, so Leo's looking for something in the strike zone. Brock doesn't want to get to that 3-2 with the bases loaded. Ball 3 outside. So we've got a payoff pitch here. 2-1 score, second inning. 3-2 count, 1 out, and the bases are jammed for the Warriors. Brock set. Ball 4 inside and high. Burak draws the walk. Gets an RBI. And that'll tie the score at 2-2 as Dan Caston comes in. Warriors back to the top of the order with Aiden McEntee. This sends the 7th hitter to the plate. Ball 1. Bases loaded. McKinney at third, Simmons at second, Leo Urach at first. McEntee, the batter. Ball 2, high and outside. Brox walked 4 in the inning and is down 3-0 to McEntee, the leadoff hitter. Two, bottom of the second. Warriors threatening. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside half of the plate. 3-1 to Aiden McEntee, the right fielder. Aiden digs in, Brock's ready. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4, high and outside. RBI for McEntee. That'll score McKinney. Simmons to third, Urach to second. Aiden to first, and it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. So 3-2 score. The Warriors take the lead. 1 out in the bottom half of the second. Bases loaded. With this pitching change, we'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Van Buren Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 and streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the midst of a pitching change. Carson Comstock is going to the mound. He was at second base, moving to the pitcher spot. He's coming into quite a jam. 1 out, bases loaded. 3-2 score with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. In the box is Kinnick Millard, the shortstop. Kinnick wears number 2. Kinnick's hitting .292 on the year. He's driven in 3 runs and has another opportunity here. Comstock's ready. Miller digs in. Ball inside. 1-0 count. Panther outfield plays Miller straight away. Ground ball back up the middle. Shortstop goes, gloves it, mishandles it, leaves it on the ground. Everybody's safe. Another run scores. Kinnick Millard on a fielder's choice. Aiden McEntee to second. Urach to third. Bases still loaded. 1 out. 4-2 score, bottom of the second. And here comes Isaac Leffler. Isaac hitting .333. He's got 5 RBIs on the year. He's ready. Ball in the dirt. Isaac's up 1-0 in the count. Isaac's the 9th Warrior batter to come to bat in the inning. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt again, 2-0 to Isaac Leffler. As a hitter, this is where you want to be. 2-0, bases loaded, 1 out. Lots of options to put the ball in play and score a run. Isaac's ready. Just a bit outside. Pushes the count to 3-0. I suspect Isaac has the green light here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ball 4. RBI for Loeffler. Bases stay loaded with 1 out. Back in the playing days, we used to call this plate by Chevrolet. Oh, first pitch behind Isaiah Meek. It's like the plate's driving around. Pitcher can't find it. This is Isaiah's second at bat in the inning. Ground ball hit sharply to second base. Takes a tough hop, gets by him. 1 run is in. Here comes Miller to score. Isaiah Meek to second on the overthrow of the cutoff. 2 runs are in. Isaiah Meek with a single. Moves to second on the overthrow. Van Buren's up 7-2. Runners on second, third, and still 1 out.
Left fielder Will Coral.
Need to check with the score. Dave, is that a hit? Would that bounce? Error, yep. So we've got an error on the second baseman. Still get an RBI because only 1 out. Here's the 1-0 offering, 1-1. Strike to Will Quarrel. Runners on second, third, 1 out. Ball low, push the count to 2-1. Will can push something through. Isaiah Meek's got a big lead at second base, likely to score. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate. That'll bring the count to 22. 1 out, 7-2 Warriors here in the bottom of the second. Quarrel's ready. Swinging strike, strikes out Quarrel for the second out of the inning. That was a good pitch. Brings to bat Dan Caston, the designated hitter. 2 on, 2 outs, second inning. Swinging strike. Caston down on the count 0-1. Loeffler's at third. Isaiah Meek at second. Here's the 1-0 offer, or 0-1 offering. Fouled off. Catcher's mask. That'll be strike 2. 0-2 pitch. Coming to Caston. Runners on second, third. 2 outs. Ball high and outside. 1-2. Here's the offering. Inside. All even at 2-2. Carson Comstock to the plate. Strike 3. Comstock comes in and gets 2 strikeouts. The Warriors leave 2. That is 7 runs on no hits and 2 errors and 2 left on base. After 2 complete, it's the Warriors 7, the Panthers 2. We'll go to a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
A big inning for the Van Buren County Warriors in the bottom half of the second. They put up 7. It's always good to hang a crooked number. 7-2 as we head to the top of the third. Aiden Cooper continues to pitch for the Warriors, and Henry Adam digs in for the Panthers. First offering's a ball to Henry Adam.
Center fielder, Henry Adam.
Adam came into the night hitting .467. Ball outside on the second pitch, 2-0. He singled in the first, but was left on third base. Here's the 2-0 offering from Cooper. Swing and a fly ball down the left field line, high. Will Quarrel into foul territory, makes the running catch. There's one down.
Right fielder, Brant Latcham.
Coming to bat in the top of the third for the Panthers is right fielder Brant Latcham. Got on an error in the first inning. Here's Cooper. Ball just a bit upstairs. Here's the 1-0 offering. Strike on the outside corner. Brings the count to 1-1. Top half of the third. Here's the 1-1. Ball hit to center field. McKinney coming in, makes a diving catch for the second out. Good effort by Eli McKinney. Running catch, dives at the last second, comes up with the ball. That's 2 out. That'll go F8 in the book if you're keeping score at home. Number 8, Hudson Dutch. Oh, Cam Miller, the DH. First pitch is fouled away for a strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Might have gotten some help on that one. That was up high. Dutch offered. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, ball got away. Simmons chases, Dutch down the line. Beats the throw. So we've got a K, a wild pitch, and the runner advances to first.
Catcher Riley Smith.
Two outs in the top of the third. Cooper digs in. Here's Riley Smith, the catcher. Slow ground ball up the middle. Miller charges, throws. What a play. Great run through by Kinnick Millard to record the third out. Slow roller to shortstop. Kinnick charges, picks up the ball, and makes a strong throw to first to end the inning. In the inning, there's no runs on no hits, 1 error. And after 2.5, it's the Warriors 7, the Panthers 2. We'll go to a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Warrior fans. We're ready for the bottom of the second inning. Comstock, who relieved Brock in the middle of the second, is finishing his warm-up pitches. We'll see Eli McKinney, Caden Simmons, and Leo Urach as the three batters scheduled to face Comstock here in the top half of the third. Eli McKinney walked in the first or in the second and scored a run, part of that big 7-run second inning. Had an RBI on that walk with the bases loaded. Comstock finishing up his warm-up pitches. We'll get going here in a second. McKinney's, hit the ball all year, hasn't had a lot pay off for it. He's got 3 walks now. So McKinney steps in, 7-2 score, bottom of the third. We're ready. Comstock toes the rubber. Comstock threw 17 pitches in the second inning in his relief. Starts with a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to Eli. McKinney's ready. Curveball just misses. Evens the count at 1-1. Kind of broke around the plate. Here's the 1-1. Pops straight up. Catcher coming back. Out of play. Maybe you could hear that. It hit the Kissling press box. Settles the count at 1-2 for Eli. Catcher gave chase, got to adjust the gear. He's ready. McKinney's ready. Comstock's ready. Here's the 1-2. Popped up again. First base line. First baseman's in foul territory coming on. Makes the catch. Sam Sharp in foul territory. Records the out. 7-3. McKinney pops out for the first out of the third inning. Catcher Caden Simmons coming to the plate. He also walked in the bottom of the second. 7-2 Warriors, bottom of the third. 1 out. Here's the offering. Ball upstairs. Here's the second pitch. Strike inside part of the plate, fastball. Count even at 1-1. Caden Simmons looking for his first hit of the year. Get something started here in the bottom of the third. Ball just a bit off the plate. Catcher did a lot of work trying to frame that one. Almost got it. 2-1 offering. Popped up foul, out of play. Simmons was on that one. 2-2 count. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Warriors lead 7-2. We've got a timeout. Catcher's adjusted and ready. Here's the 2-2. Curveball inside. hit. Caden Simmons got a hit by pitch. Warriors have a runner on first, 1 out. Leo Urach coming to the plate.
Second baseman, Leo Urach.
Leo walked in the second, also scored a run. Simmons on first. Here's the pitch. Urach takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Comstock checks the signs. He's ready. Jack Simmons at first. Here's the pitch. Swing towards left fielder. Drops in for a base hit. Oh, Simmons was hung up. Wasn't sure if that was going to be caught. So let me check that. That is a fielder's choice for Leo Urach. And a 7-3 or 7-4 putout for the second out of the inning at second base. That was a tough play for Simmons. He's probably got to go halfway. He wasn't quite down the line, because if he catches it, it's a long throw for the left fielder, but gets forced out at second. Here's a pop-up to behind the plate. McEntee's first swing. It drops near the fence. Catcher gives chase. So we're back to the top of the lineup. 0-1 count to Aiden McEntee. Aiden grounded out to second. Walked in the second. Runner on first. Ball upstairs brings the count to 1-1. Here's the pitch. Inside, a ball. McEntee works the count to 2-1. Runner on first base is Leo Urach. We've got 2 outs. Bottom half of the third. Here's the pitch. Catches the inside part of the plate. Evens the count at 2-2 for Aiden. Left-hander digs in. He's set. McEntee's ready. McEntee follows the ball off of his left shin. That one hurt a little bit. Aiden's going to take a walk around. Spoiled the 2-2. That was a good swing. Two outs, 1 on here in the bottom half of the third. 2-2's the count. Comstock's ready. Here's the offering. Ball high, snap throw to first. Urach dives back in under the tag. He's safe. Pretty good throw by the catcher. We got a full count. I suspect we'll see Urach on the move. Comstock checks him. Comes set. Here's the 3-2. Urach's on the run. Ball 4. Threw it down to second anyway. Second baseman gloves it, so another walk. Aiden McEntee draws the walk, brings runners to first and second with Kinnick Millard, the shortstop, coming up. Kinnick grounded out in the first, got on a fielder's choice in the second, coming to bat here again in the third. Runners on first and second, a chance to drive in some runs. Here's the first pitch. A ball outside. Kinnick's hitting .292 on the year. Ground ball towards third. Tough hop. Comes up. Deflected to the shortstop. He grabs it but got no play. That's going to be an E5 to load the bases for Isaac Leffler.
Third baseman, Isaac Leffler.
So Leo Urach's on third. Aiden McEntee on second. Millard on first. Isaac Leffler digs in. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. Here's the pitch. Pass ball. Here comes Leo Urach towards the plate. Won't be a play. He scores. Runners move up. McEntee to third, Miller to second. 1-0 to Isaac Leffler. Dave, does he get an RBI for that? No? So pass ball, no RBI. Still got a chance. Line drive down the left field line. It's down. Miller's coming to score. Here comes the throw. Good throw. They got him at the plate. It took a perfect throw and a perfect catch, and that's what the left fielder delivered. A one-hop shot to the catcher. Just beat Kinnick Miller to the plate. Third out at the plate, but Isaac Leffler gets an RBI. And another run plated in front of that. So as we finish 3 innings, the Warriors 9, the Panthers 2. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 and watching streaming on Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back for the top half of the 4th inning. Sam Sharp coming to the bat for the Panthers. The Warriors have pushed the lead to 9-2. In the bottom of the 3rd, Aiden Cooper still working for the Warriors in the top half of the 4th. Here's the offering. Strike 1 to Sam Sharp.
Batter's name, first baseman, Sam Sharp.
Second offering is popped up and fouled out of play. 0-2 count to the first baseman, Sharp. We're in the top half of the 4th. Warriors lead 9-2. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, stays alive. Good pitch by Cooper. He seems to be getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. 0-2. Ball outside. Aiden's working fast, getting into a rhythm. Here's the 1-2. Outside again. Works the count to 2-2. Sam Sharp hits a deep ball to right field. Get up, get up. A home run for Sam Sharp. He got all that one. McEntee was going back. Ran out of room at the fence. Sam Sharp takes the 2-2 offering out of the park to right field. A home run.
A solo home run for Sam Sharp.
Gets an RBI. Scores a run. Makes the score 9-3. Here comes Coach to talk. I think that's going to be it for Aiden Cooper. While we're in the pitching change, we're going to send it to break for a 1-minute break this time. You're listening to Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 and streaming on Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back. This pitching change is brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Isaiah Meek has moved to the pitcher's mound from first base.
Is number 14, Isaiah Meek. Moving to first base is Isaac Leffler.
Isaac Leffler is moved from third base to first base.
Instead of the DH spot is Dan Caston.
Dan Caston will move to third out of the DH spot, so Van Buren will lose the DH spot. Again, we've got Isaiah Meek on the mound.
Batting is the second baseman, Elijah Brock.
Isaiah Meek has appeared in 2 games. He's pitched 3 2/3, 59 pitches. He's given up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 base on balls, and 4 strikeouts. Isaiah Meek in his first offering a strike to Elijah Brock. Second pitch is called a strike outside. Isaiah Meek comes in, gets a strikeout after the leadoff home run. That strikeout is brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. We got 1 out in the top half of the 4th inning. We're back to the top of the lineup for the Panthers. Nolan Glick. Here's the pitch outside, a ball. Meek's a left-hander. He's working out of the windup. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Caston makes a nice backhand play. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play by Dan Caston coming in. Makes a backhanded play. Sets and makes a strong throw across to Isaac Leffler. That's the second out of the inning.
Left fielder, Will Adam.
Will Adam comes to the plate, the number 2 hitter. He plays left field, number 9. Adam has got a single and a strikeout. 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. Pekin's got a run on a home run by Sam Sharp. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Will Adam. Isaiah's set, looks in, gets his sign, rocks. Curveball, fouled up, back out of play. Count will move to 0-2. That's a good pitch. 0-1. Throwing a bender at him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 2 outs, top half of the 4th. Grounded hard down the third base line, but foul. We'll play it again. Isaiah Meek has come in and really thrown strikes. Up 0-2 on the number 2 hitter, Will Adam. Here's the offering. Just missed outside. Counts to 1-2. Meek, the left-hander's got some good movement on his fastball. Fly ball sky high to left field. Quarrel towards the line, settles, makes the catch for the final out. Isaiah Meek comes in and settles down, gets 3 outs. In the inning, there was 1 hit, 1 run, no errors, and nobody left on base. After 3.5 innings, we've got the Warriors 9, the Pekin Panthers 3, and we'll send it out for 30 seconds, and we'll be right back for Warrior Baseball.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning here. Panthers Comstock is finishing warm-up pitches, throw down to second. In this inning, the Warriors will send up Isaiah Meek, Will Quarrel, and Dan Caston as the first 3 batters of the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball chopped high to the second baseman, gloves it. Easy throw to first. Gets Isaiah Meek on the 4-3 putout. 1 down here in the first. Will Quarrel comes to the plate. Will's 0 for 2. He struck out 2 times. Here's the offering. It's a ball outside. Comstock is ready. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Will offered, tried to check swing, but broke the plane. Moves to 0-2. Oh, 1-1, I'm sorry. Will Quarrel hit towards the second baseman, over his head. Blue blind drive, gets down in right field. Will's on with a single. Base runner with 1 out. And here comes Dan Caston, the DH. Actually, he was the DH. He's now the third baseman. Caston has walked and struck out in his 2 plate appearances. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher to block it and keep it in front. Quarrel stays at first. Caston's up 1-0 in the count. Here's the offering, high and inside. Fastball right up by Caston's noggin. Gets out of the way. It's 2-0. Offerings low and outside, pushes the count to 3-0. We've got 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Caston draws another walk. Will Quarrel moves to second base, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Eli McKinney. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. First offering's a strike. Comstock ahead, 0-1 in the count. McKinney ready. Ball high. Works the count to 1-1. Will Quarrel's on second. Dan Caston at first. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. hit by pitch inside, caught Eli McKinney on the calf, so he's got a hit by pitch. And the Warriors are back in business again. Bases loaded, 1 out, with Caden Simmons coming to Bled. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change, so we'll send you to a 30-second break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Warrior Baseball, streaming on Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel or on KTWA 92.7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back. This pitching change is brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. The Panthers are making a change at pitcher. Will Adam, who has been in left field, comes to the mound. He'll take over with 1 out in the bottom half of the fourth. Will Adam has appeared in 1 game. He pitched 1 1/3 innings. He's given up no hits, but has 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 2 with a 10.5 ERA. You know, you look where we're at, we've got a 9-3 ball game, bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth. It looks like Adam has struggled with control early in the year, so another opportunity for the Warriors to capitalize and add to this 6-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Caden Simmons, the catcher, comes up with ducks on the pond and a chance to drive in a couple runs.
Batting catcher Caden Simmons.
Caden's still looking for his first hit of the year. This would be a great time, score a couple. He walked in the first. Had a fielder's choice in the second. First offering's a ball. Second pitch up high for a ball. Simmons works the count to 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Adam is ready. Fastball right down the middle. Simmons swings over the top, 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss brings the count to 2-2. Nothing like a night game of baseball. Lights are on here. Beautiful scene. Here's the 2-2. Ball outside, works at full. Simmons got to be sitting on a fastball here. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-2 count. He's got to throw a strike. Ball 4 high. Simmons draws the walk. Another RBI. Quarles scores to make it 10-3. Cast into third. Eli McKinney to second. Simmons to first. Bases still loaded for the second baseman, Leo Urach. Leo walked and got on a fielder's choice in the third. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 1-0 to Urach. Infield and outfield are straight away for Leo. Here's the 1-0 offering. Strike, fastball. Center cut. Brings the count to 1-1. We've got One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Ball outside. Leo works the count to 2-1. Adam is ready. Pass ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes Dan Casted to score. Runners move up to second and third. Warriors have pushed it to 11-3. Still one out. 3-1 count now to Leo Urach. How about a little base wrap here? How about a little bingo, Leo? One out, two on. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Leo went after that one. 3-2 count. Leo's got another shot. Here's the pitch. Ball four inside. Good at bat for Urach. Draws the walk, and we're back to bases loaded. And to the top of the order, Aiden McEntee scored 2 runs. He's walked twice, grounded out to second. Here's the pitch. Strike down the middle. Aiden takes 0-1. We've got McKinney at third, Simmons at second, Urach at first. One out, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Ball high and outside. Works the count to 1-1. Ground ball towards the gap. First baseman comes over. Nobody's there. Going to be a base hit for Aiden McEntee. Drives in a run. Scoring Eli McKinney on the grounder between first and second. Everybody moves up. One out. Base is still loaded. 12-3 the Warriors. Bottom half of the fourth. Here's Kinnick Millard. Takes a ball outside.
Batters Kinnick Millard.
1-0 count to Kinnick. Ball in the dirt on the second pitch. Catcher blocks it. Doesn't know where it is, but finds it quickly. Gets it back to the pitcher. Nobody advances. Kinnick's up 2-0 in the count. Kinnick grounded out in the first. Fielder's choice in the second. Got on an error in the third. Here he is in the fourth. Ball in the dirt again. Another nice play by the Panthers catcher, Riley Smith. 3-0 count to Kinnick. Does the sophomore have the green light? Base is loaded. Ball four low. He walks. An RBI. Simmons scores. Urach to third. McEntee to second. Kinnick Millard on with a walk and an RBI. Coach is coming out for the Pekin Panthers. Looks like they're going to have a conference. We're going to take advantage and send it away for a 30-second break. You're listening to Van Buren County Warrior Baseball, streaming on a Tummer Radio YouTube channel, or you're listening on KTWA 92.7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
No pitching change. We missed a pitch, a ball. 1-0. Second offering to Leffler is a strike. Moves the count to 1-1. Isaac's the 9th batter to bat in the inning for Van Buren again. Fouled up behind us. Out of play. Isaac down 1-2. Bases loaded. We got Urach at third. McEntee at second. Kinnick Millard at first. Here's the 1-2 offering. Fouled off. Good fastball. Isaac was all over that and just missed. 1-2 again. We've moved to 13-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. Warriors have extended that lead. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss by Isaac Leffler. Fastball up. Isaac went after it, swung through. And a K for the second out of the inning. And Isaiah Meek, once again, comes up for his second at bat in the inning. It's the second time this game that Isaiah's batted around. Got a 13-3 score, bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch was a ball. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Isaiah looking for something to drive now. 2-0, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Line drive down the line, just foul. A good bit of hitting by Isaiah there. Fastball out on the outside of the plate. He took it where it was pitched and just missed down the left field line. 2-1 is our count. Meek digs in. Inside, fouled out of play. Down the first baseline. That one, I think, got to the other diamond. Evens the count at 2-2. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Ball high. 3-2 pitch. Warrior base runners will be moving on the pitch. 3-2. Get a chance to get a good jump. Here's the 3-2 offering. Popped up, foul, out of play. Off the Kissling press box again. That's the second hit we've taken. Good swing by Isaiah Meek with 2 strikes on him. We'll set it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Van Buren Warriors are on the run. Ball 4 in the dirt. Isaiah draws the walk for the RBI. Leo Urach scores. Aiden McEntee to third. Kinnick Miller to second. And Isaiah Meek on at first. That'll bring up Will Quarrel. Got 2 strikeouts and a base hit. He's 1 for 3. First offering's a strike. Outside part of the plate.
Batters Will Quarrel.
Second pitch is a ball outside. In the post-game interview the other night, Will talked about, staying on the ball. That's a good swing, popped up behind. Said he has a tendency to bail out with that front foot, gets his hips and shoulders going out. Let's hope he can stay in here. 1-2, bases loaded, 14-3, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. In the inning, the Warriors get 5 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. As we finish 4 complete, Van Buren Warriors 14, the Pekin Panthers 3. We'll send it out to a 30-second break, and we'll be right back with you.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back to Van Buren County Warrior baseball action. Van Buren put up a 5 spot in the bottom half of the fourth to push the score to 14-3. Isaiah Meek back on the mound for the top of the 5th inning.
Batter is Carson Comstock.
And the pitcher Carson Comstock in against him. Fouled back on the first pitch. Was a strike on the outside part of the plate. Comstock fouls it back. Isaiah Meek has done a nice job being around the plate since he's come into the game. Here's the 1-0. Of course, that one's in the dirt as I call that out. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 offering. Popped up out of play again, the right side. That'll bring the count to 1-2. To the pitcher, Comstock. Meeks ready, rocks. Ball outside. Two-two count. Comstock's ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled off softly down the third baseline. We'll do the 2-2 again. 14-3, top of the fifth inning. Warriors have hung a couple of crooked numbers, a 7-run inning and a 5. Here's the 2-2. Isaiah Meek freezes him on a bender. A nice hooking curveball. Back doors. Comes in for the strikeout. Great pitch. First out looking to Carson Comstock. Here's the number 4 hitter, Henry Adam. Hits a shot foul down the line. 1 strike. That ball was on his hands. 0-1 to Henry Adam. He's the center fielder. Where's number 3? In this game, he's singled and flied out to left field. His third at bat. Adams got really quick hands. Here's the pitch. Hits a shot down the line, hooking, foul. Quarles got to chase that one into the corner. Foul ball. Meeks up, 0-2 in the count. Got a timeout here. Ball's coming in from left field. All right, now we're ready. Here's the 0-2. Change up. Outside. 1-2. That's a good pitch by Isaiah. Nothing to hit on an 0-2. Here's the 1-2. Inside. Kind of surprised that one didn't hit him. Bounced about 6 feet in front of the plate. Works the count to 2-2 to Henry Adam. Henry Adam came into the game hitting .467. Can see why when he digs in. Open stance. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Adam has worked the count to 3-2. Isaiah with a full count offering. Ball 4. Henry Adam works all the way back from down 0-2. Draws the walk. That gives the Panthers a runner on first, 1 out. And here comes Brant Latcham. Latcham got on an error in the first, flew out to center in the third. Ball low. 1-0 to Latcham. Latcham's the right fielder. He's a 12th grader. Here's the pitch. Just inside. 2-0. Picked him off at first. Here's the throw to second. Ball gets past Kennick Millard. Adam was picked off. Took off immediately upon the move to first base. It was going to be a tough play. They might have got him with a good throw and catch, but the shortstop couldn't handle the ball. Adam is at second base. Here's the 2-0 count. Ball outside. Stealing third. Oh. Gets in just under the tag. Simmons threw it back to Meek, who threw it to Dan Caston at third, put the tag on, but just a little bit late. So Henry Adams at third, 1 out, 3-0 count. Strike by Isaiah Meek, good pitch. Brant Latcham, here's the pitch, just off the plate. A second walk in the inning, given up by Isaiah Meek, puts runners at the corner. Cal Miller, the DH, comes to the plate. Runners on the corner, 1 out. Meek works out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball down and inside. Here's the 1-0. This one's upstairs for 2-0. Isaiah's struggling a little bit here. Here's the 2-0. Fouled off by Miller. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate. 2-1 count to Miller. Isaiah digs in, checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Nice changeup, a little away action on that. Miller swings through, brings the count to 2-2. Ball high and outside, run to a full count. Runners on first and third. Fouled off down the left field line. We'll do that again. Runners on first and third for the Panthers. Here's the payoff. Hayes struck him out. Isaiah Meek gets a big strikeout on a fastball on the outside part of the plate for out number 2. His second strikeout of the inning. Third of the game for Isaiah Meek. We'll see the catcher, number 2, Riley Smith. Swinging a drive to left field, right at Will Quarrel. He's there. He squeezes it for the third out of the inning. F7 by Riley Smith for the third out. In that inning, there were no runs on no hits and no errors. 2 left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's 14-3. That's the ball game, folks. We ran into the 10-run rule after 5 innings. That'll be 14-3 final score. The Warriors get a big win. We'll be back in 1 minute to summarize the action, hopefully have a interview with a coach and a player, and summarize the game for you. So we'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Van Buren Warrior Baseball, streaming on Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel or KTWA 92.7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
welcome back, Warrior fans. We just wrapped up a 14-3 5-inning game where the Warriors hung a couple of big innings, 7 runs in the second, 5 in the fourth, and a 2-spot in the third to 10-run rule of the Pekin Panthers, 14-3. Let's start and run down the scoring. In the first inning, Will Adam and Carson Comstock scored for the Pekin Panthers to take a 2-0 lead. The Van Buren Warriors went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first and ended the first inning down 2-0. In the second inning, though, they got it going with a quick inning for the Van Buren defense, and then coming to bat, Isaiah Meek scored, Dan Caston scored, Eli McKinney scored, Hayden Simmons scored, largely on bases loaded walks. Leo Urach scored and got an RBI, and Aiden McEntee and Kinnick Millard all in that second inning for 7 runs. In the fourth inning, the Pekin Panthers tallied their 3rd run of the game on a solo home run by Sam Sharp. Hit a deep ball to right field out of the park. That made it 7-3. In the bottom of the third, the Warriors scored Leo Urach on a base on balls from Aiden McEntee, and then Aiden scored on a base hit by Kinnick Millard to make the score 9-3. And then in the bottom of the fourth, the Warriors batted around again with runs from Will Quarrell, Dan Caston, Eli McKinney, Caden Simmons, and Leo Urach to bring the score to 14-3. Pitching-wise, Aiden Cooper started the game and pitched well into the 3rd inning and then lost control a little bit, but Isaiah Meek came in and shut the door after the Sam Sharp home run. And again, ended with a 14-3 win. We'll send it away for another minute break, for a 2-minute break. As we wait for coach and player to join us, we'll do some coach and player interviews, decide on the player of the game, and then we'll wrap up tonight's broadcast. So you're listening to Warrior Baseball on KTWA 92.7 or watching streaming on the Otomo Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Perfectly timed. Welcome back, Warrior Baseball fans. I'm here with Coach Shane Begley and first baseman and pitcher Isaiah Meek. Give me 1 second to move the camera so we can get those two on. And we'll start with Isaiah. How are you doing, Isaiah?
Not too bad, sir.
Nice win. Let's first talk about your hitting. Got kind of the run rally going in the bottom of the second with your base hit, scored a run. That started a rally. One of the 2 innings that you batted twice in tonight, which doesn't happen a lot. So that's exciting. Talk a little bit about that first at bat.
Yes, sir. As a leadoff, you need to bring that energy. You need to bring that aggressiveness. In order to get to the base, you got to do whatever it takes as a leadoff. And bringing that to first base, getting a hit, really brings the energy around and puts pressure on the other team. And stealing a base, stealing second, getting onto third, it really puts pressure on the other team and causes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, that's a good job, and as a senior, getting that rally going really started it. And then you get to the bottom of the inning. Aiden Cooper's done a nice job. Gave up 2 runs early, but calmed down, but started to lose it a little bit. You came in after the home run. And got on it right away and shut him down in a 1-2-3 right after that. Talk about being ready to come in a relief position like that. What is it from a mental perspective, and how'd you get in a groove?
Yes, sir. I wasn't expecting to come in. Aiden was planning on pitching the whole time, but when there was trouble, no hesitation, I was ready to be in there. Put the pressure on the batter. And trusting my defense. I trust those guys with my life. They play a solid defense, so I had all the faith in the world, and I just pounded the zone and really shut them down.
Yeah, and you did pound the zone tonight. Yeah, everything that you threw was around the plate. You made it tough on them. In the top of that 5th inning, looked like maybe you were getting a little tired, but you battled through it, got the outs, and as you said, a couple of nice defensive plays in the 4th. Dan Caston made that nice backhand play on third base and shot a P across the diamond to get him, and so you got that help that you were talking about. So, starting to put it together. 4-5 now. What is it? 4-1 in your last 5. It's got to feel good. What sort of built the momentum, and now 3 in a row?
Yes,
How's
sir.
it feel?
It started off the week, and we really wanted a dub, so we got after it the first game really aggressive, and it just kind of snowballed. We wanted 1 win, and then we wanted another, and more. We went to Dyersville yesterday, and winning there just really pumped up the team for the rest of the week. We really want it.
Talk a little bit about that experience. What was it like to play on the Field of Dreams?
It was really unique. Not a lot of people get that opportunity, but because we live in Iowa, we were blessed with the opportunity to play on the Field of Dreams. It was a unique experience. The kids just had fun,
Yeah.
We were on the field and we were having a blast.
That's what it's all about. So congratulations on the good game all around. Nice day at the plate. Good day on the mound, and we'll bring Coach in.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, you got it rolling right now. Tell me, how's it feel, and how do you keep it going?
It feels great. I mean, Monday we got that big win, and the kids start saying, hey, let's just keep this thing rolling. you build on that one. You go up to Dyersville, and man, the kids played great yesterday. I was so proud of them. And it's hard to play a game like that when there's so much glitz and glamour around it. You're on a charter bus, and there's lots of pictures. There's interviews going on.
Yep.
And man, those kids just stayed grounded. I was so proud of how they acted yesterday. And and after that game last night, most kids don't want to ride a bus home, but we had a charter bus, so they're like, yeah, we don't need a sign-out sheet tonight. But thanks again to the community. I can't thank them enough for sponsoring that charter bus. That was great. And when we left Dyersville yesterday, they said, why quit at 2? Let's just keep this crazy train rolling. And so we come out tonight. They play their hearts out again tonight. We got behind early, and maybe earlier in the season we see maybe a little bit of doubt.
Yeah.
Not tonight. We got down 2-0, and they just came out and fought and clawed. And I said, hey guys, I'd appreciate if we could get this over with. I need some pitching. So these pitch counts are getting crazy, but I'm just real proud of the kids. I mean, and we know what we're getting tomorrow. You're getting Burlington Notre Dame, and you better pack a lunch, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're a class program. They're good every year, and we know what we're getting. And but hey, it feels good to 3 in a row. Why don't we just go make it 4? Why don't we surprise some people? And as long as they believe, I feel good with the ability that we've got.
Yeah, and this week an 11-0 win to start the week. Then squeeze that 3-2. Those are tougher games, more tension. You got a little help from the pitching today, but your hitters did a nice job laying off balls and taking the walks that were given to them. Started a couple of big innings. You mentioned it. Talk a little bit about four games in 5 days and what that's like. Where you think you are from your arms, and just sort of that mental part of that. That's not easy to get up for that 4th day.
Mentally we're a pretty tough team, really. The thing I love about the arms is we've got some arms towards the top, and then it's everybody's going to contribute. And we get out there to talk to the kids tonight, and I said, I don't even know who's pitching yet tomorrow. Then it's just a quick decision. I said, Kinnick, you're pitching tomorrow, and there's no hesitation. They're not scared. Hey, it's Notre Dame, but hey, they want it. Hey, I want the ball. I want the ball. So no, the kids are mentally tough. I think that they play better in these jam-packed weeks rather than to have a day off to think about something or just keep the train rolling. And you go back to yesterday and then today, and I think we're so deep this year. Hey, we can make those moves, bring a kid in, and Colton Kirkhart's a perfect example. He starts on the bench yesterday, and man, he made some plays. When we had to bring Isaac into pitch, and the depth this year is definitely a difference that what we didn't have last year.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to move around like you did tonight. Pull Isaiah in. Aiden still had a comfortable lead, but you could see that he was starting to labor a little bit. So good call there, Coach. And, Isaiah did a nice job. Well, we appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow night. As Coach mentioned, we'll be back here at home against Burlington Notre Dame. It'll be a tough one, but Warriors are on a bit of a streak. So thanks for your time, Coach. We're going to send it out for one more 1-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap things up tonight, player of the game, and closing comments, and we'll send you home.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back in a minute.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back. We're ready to close it up. We'd like to talk player of the game. We we talked back and forth about both Isaiah Meek and Leo Urach, but we're going to go with Leo Urach as the player of the game tonight. Scored 3 runs, had an RBI, was technically 0 for 1, but it was a tough fielder's choice. Hit a good ball into the outfield, and it was a tough play. So Leo Urach's player of the game, 3 runs scored, an RBI, 2 walks. Did a nice job at second base with certainly a special mention to Isaiah Meek. He did a nice job at the plate and came in and shut the door and got out of a touchy situation in the 3rd inning to help keep his team in the game and move along. So tonight, I'd like to thank my board operator, Kyle, back at the station for making things run smoothly. I'd like to thank my on-site producer, Al Rowe, here as well. And thank you to you, the viewers and listeners, for tuning into another exciting Van Buren County Baseball win. Our next action is tomorrow night, same time, same channel, approximately a 7:30 start after the JV game. Back here at the Ferguson Sports Complex against Burlington Notre Dame. That'll put tonight's broadcast to an end. On behalf of AJ and myself, we wish you safe travels home if you're listening on the radio, and a pleasant night. Once again, our final score is the Van Buren County Warriors 14, the Pekin Panthers 3, and another good win, 3rd in a row this week, and looking to close out a 4-0 week tomorrow night. You've been tuned in to Van Buren County Warrior Sports, streaming on a Tummer Radio YouTube channel and KTWA 92.7. Thanks, everyone, and good night.